Assalamu alaikum and good morning. This is the second video of this lesson. Let's begin to read from the book Snapshot, the very first lesson, page number 3. I would request all the students to open your textbook and keep your finger over there from the line which I am reading. Let's begin to read from the place where I stopped last time. I would request all the students to pay attention. If you have any query, confusion, feel free to ask me on my WhatsApp number 7383759748. We stopped over here, page number 3 last time. Yes, that year we live at the edge of town. They were living at the edge of town. The name of that area on Walnut Avenue. This is the area. Behind our house was the country. Okay, vineyards, orchards, irrigation ditches, and country roads. In less than 3 minutes, we were on Olive Avenue. So there are different places are there. One of the places name is Walnut Avenue, second is Olive Avenue, and the horse began to trot. Trot means to proceed, to go further. The air was new and lovely to breathe. The feel of the horse running was wonderful. My cousin Murad was considered one of the craziest member of our family, began to sing. So the atmosphere was so beautiful. It was very lovely atmosphere, and cousin was very naughty boy, and he started feeling such beautiful atmosphere. He started singing. I mean, he began to roar. He was not singing, he was roaring loudly. Every family has a crazy streak in it somewhere. Obviously, we behave like our parents, right? Our father behave like their fathers. So every family has crazy streak. Streak means race, R-A-C-E, race in it somewhere. And my cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of the crazy streak in our tribe. Right, so Murad was having this kind of streak that he followed his ancestors. Before him was our uncle Khusru. Yes, because we behave like our forefathers, we behave like our father or grandfather, because it is natural, it is in hereditary. So before him was our uncle Khusru, an enormous man with powerful head of black hair and the largest mustache in the San Joaquin Valley. A man so furious in temper, so irritable, so impatient that he stopped anyone from talking by roaring, "It's no harm, pay no attention." He was very comical, very funny nature person, very wonderful person. He had a very long mustache and having long black hair, and he was also following his ancestors, and he would say only one thing, whatever matters, he would say, "It's no harm, pay no attention to it." It was his favorite dialogue. Right? So this is the explanation. Let me explain now in nutshell so you can understand. Vineyards means plantation of grape wine used in wine making. Yes, that is the vineyard. I have also explained you orchard. Orchard means a piece of land of the plantation of fruits. Irrigation ditches. This is the words which I have already told you. Irrigation ditches. This is very easy word. Man-made channel used to deliver water to homes, industries, and other uses. Trot means proceed with something. To walk. I explain you. Descendants, a system that developed from earliest simple version. Streak means race. Enormous means huge, gigantic. San Joaquin Valley, one of the long interior valley of California. Now let me explain you in nutshell what I have explained you. So what I have read it, so you can understand it well. This is the summary which I am reading it of this paragraph. Aram lived at the edge of town on Walnut Avenue. There were orchards, vineyard, irrigation ditches, and country roads behind his house. They were on Olive Avenue within 3 minutes, and the horse started to proceed. The air felt new and lovely to breathe. Aram felt wonderful sitting on the horse which was running. Murad started singing loudly, was considered one of the craziest member of the family. I say he was a very naughty boy. There is one crazy person in every family, and Murad was one of, and Murad was one natural descendant of crazy race in the tribe. Before Murad was Uncle Khusru, was one huge man with black hair and largest mustache in the valley. He had an energetic temper and was impatient, which was irritating. He used to make anyone stop talking by roaring and say, "It's no harm, pay no attention to it." It's very funny nature. This is why I have explained you. Still, if you have query question, feel free to ask me on my WhatsApp number. Let's begin to read the 7th paragraph according to me, right? That was all. No matter what anybody happened to be talking about, whatever he used to say, it's no harm, pay no attention to it. He used to have the ferret. There are people who used to have who keep on saying only one thing, right? I do have a habit of saying Jabardast. If I talk with anyone, and if it is wonderful matter, or if it is something that make me happy, I say Jabardast. Okay, that was all. No matter what anybody happened to be talking about. Once it was his own son Arak running 8 blocks to the barber shop where his father was having his mustache trimmed to tell him their house was on fire. One day he was there sitting in barber shop to get his mustache trimmed to cut, and at that time his son came running towards the barber shop and informed him that their house was on fire. And this man Khusru sat up in the chair and roared, "It's no harm, pay no attention to it." Amazing personality. His house was on fire, set on fire. His house was on fire. His house was caught up by fire. And listening to his son, he says, "Pay no attention, it's no harm." Amazing. The barber said, "But the boy says your house is on fire." So Khusru roar enough, "It's no harm, I say." Amazing. Let's see. My cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of this man. So Murad was having same kind of personality or attitude or nature like Khusru. Although Murad's father was Zurab, he was not son of Khusru. Actually, he was son of Zurab, who was practical and nothing else. But his son was not like his father. His father was very practical, very pragmatic, very practical person. That's how it was in our tribe. A man could be the father of his son's flesh, but that did not mean that he was also the father of his spirit. Murad's father was very practical man. He was very serious man, but he was not so. His son was not on the path of his father. His son was on the path of his uncle Khusru, right? So over here it is said that a man could be the father of his son flesh. Yes, his face can resemble to his father. It doesn't mean that he will have the same nature of his father. He can have the nature of his uncle or his grandfather, but did not mean that he was also the father of his spirit. The distribution of the various kind of spirit of a tribe had been from the beginning capricious. It was capricious, inconsistent. From the very beginning, the son does not have the nature of father. The son can have the nature of uncle or grandfather or forefather. It was a capricious, inconsistent change of mood, right? And vagrant. And they used to vagrant a person without settled home or work. So their family, they used to have family members who do not have a particular shelter. They used to live like a vagabonds or wanderer people, right? Like a hawkers from one place to another. So it was there from the very beginning, but they were known for their honesty and sincerity. We rode and my cousin Murad sang. We started riding horse. I came out of my house, we started riding horse, and Murad was singing. For all anybody knew, we were still in the old country where, at least according to some of our neighbors we belong, we let the horse run as long as it felt like running. And we allowed the horse to run, and we were very happily riding the horse. Let me explain you this paragraph. capricious, inconsistent, change of mood. This is the meaning of capricious. Vagrant means a person without settled home or work. I say vagrant. Now let me explain the summary of this small paragraph which I have read it. Uncle Khusru was always rigid. No matter who happened to be talking about in front of him, he was very rigid. He used to say only one thing: "It's no harm, pay no attention to it." He was very rigid man. Once his own son Ara came running to him when he was getting his mustache trimmed at the barber shop. He told him the house was on fire, to which he roared and said the same dialogue. Baba was amused and tried to talk to him about it, but as usual, Khusru roared and again and did not pay attention to it. Murad was considered to be the natural descendant of this man, but he was not his son. His father was Zurab, who was practical person. A child could look like his father, but doesn't mean that he gets his nature and attitude just the same. There are different kind of people in their tribes, moody and without any settled work or home. They were still riding the horse and Murad was still singing loudly. They were still in the countryside where according to their neighbors they belonged to. Now let me read it, the paragraph number 8, page number 4. I hope that you have understood it well. And even if you read it yourself, you will be able to understand the textbook. I consider these textbooks as it of 6th or 7th standard English. This is very easy text, very easy. It can be understood even if you read it alone. Let's see. And in spite of this, if you have any question, feel free to ask me on my WhatsApp number 7383759748. Because I want my student to understand lesson thoroughly. I want my student to understand each and every word. I want my student to feel free to ask me the question, because if you ask question, you might be full for a minute, but if you do not ask question, you will remain full forever. So it is better to be a full for 1 minute instead of remaining full forever. Let's read page number 4 and paragraph number 8. At last my cousin Murad said, "Get down. I want to ride it alone." They both were riding it. Now Murad wanted to ride it alone, so he said to Aram, "Get down. You want to ride it alone. Will you let me ride alone?" So I asked, Aram asked that if he would allow him to ride out alone. "That's up to the horse," my cousin said. "Get down." "I don't say it's up to the horse." And he requested him to get down from the horse. "The horse will let me ride," I said. And I said that he would let me ride. "We shall see," he said. "Don't forget that I have way with a horse." He said that I have very good acquaintance with horse. I know how to ride a horse, but you don't know how to ride a horse. Okay. Well, I said, anyway, you have with a you have with a horse, I have also. And I also said, Aram also said that I also know how to ride a horse. I'm also very much familiar with horse. "For the sake of your safety," he said, "let's hope so. Get down." And he asked me to get down. He requested his brother to get down from the horse as he wanted to ride it all alone. "All right," I said, "but remember, you have got to let me try to ride it alone." And I said that he will have to allow me to ride it all alone as he is riding now. I got down and my cousin Murad kicked his heels into the horse and shouted, "Wazire, run!" And horse started running. The horse stood on its hind means situated at the back. Hind legs snorted means breathe out or making noise, and burst into a fury of speed that was the loveliest thing I had ever seen. My cousin Murad raced horse across a field of dry grass to an irrigation ditch, crossed the ditch on the horse, and 5 minutes later returned dripping wet. He just had a round towards the ditch, to the irrigation ditch, and he was riding so nicely, and he was dripping with wet. He had too much perspire on his face, and he came back. Okay, so this is what I have read it. Now let me explain you. Wazire means name, fury, anger. Murad asked him to get down as he wanted to ride alone. Aram asked if he could ride the horse alone. He said, it is up to the horse if he wants to ride you along, and asked him to get Murad down again. Aram tried to convince him that the horse would let him ride, to which Murad said that we shall see, and told Aram that he had way with a horse. Aram told him that he had it too. Murad told him to get down and said it for his own safety. Let's hope so. Aram got down while telling him that he will ride the horse alone. Murad kicked his heels in the horse and shouted, run to him. The horse stood on its hind legs and breathed out and ran into a speed. Murad raced the horse across the field of dry grass and irrigation ditch. When they arrived 5 minutes later, they were wet. This is the end of this anyway, so this is the end of this video, because it is almost 15 minutes, 16 minutes. If I would explain you one more paragraph, it will become very lengthy video, and it will take too much. You will have to use many MBs. This is the I will inshallah begin to read from the 9th paragraph from page number 5 meanwhile. Okay, Allah Hafiz.